Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and non-binary friends from around the world, this is Dorks Down Under. And I'm your hostess with the mostess, your biddy with the titties, the man, the myth, the legend. Not me. That's Jordan.
Are we having some fun right there?
And we're just eating a turtle.
Dorks Down Under.
Found out the troll lollies were supposedly vegan, or so that says. So now I bought some, and I'm eating troll lollies.
Okay.
Oh.
Right, hang on. I've got to work. There we go. Perfect. Right, it's now recording you properly. Because I'm sorry, I was typing in a wizards chat. I've just
Ooh.
Oh yes, I've been invited to an early access event, Des.
So have I. That's awesome. Are you the online one again?
Yeah, the online one again for the Brothers War.
Champion.
Although I'll find it hilarious that I haven't touched Magic in so long. Although to be fair, as I said, I've still got stuff to film. I need to get on that. I just need like a day where I just go, you know what, Magic.
Oh, hang on. I'm getting horrible feedback.
You're getting horrible feedback.
You
mean, or is it recording like it looks like an old Chinese movie that's been English dubbed?
Oh no, hang on. I realise what it was now. My other speaker was on.
Well,
so I won't lie. I think I've just found possibly the best film ever, and we may have to do a review on this.
So now I'll tell you now, Des, that's a very bold statement. The best film ever made.
Okay, so it's from 2016, and the synopsis goes: a romantic couple get more than they expected after the husband's experiment with penis enlargement cream goes astray. Wait, this is not a porn story. Rather, it is an absurd science fiction movie that features a curious new species, the Dickshark. In some ways, the story asks the same question that Mary Shelley did when she wrote Frankenstein. And there is just a picture of a girl with her mouth agape and a small shark that looks like it's coming out of the man's trousers. So this possibly could be the best movie ever made. It looks like it's very high quality. We will try to post a photo. I'm going to send one to Jordan through Twitter, through Instagram.
Oh my god! Right, hang on, I'm going to open Twitter now. Obviously, we need a.
Sorry, not Twitter. Facebook. Sorry, Facebook.
Oh, for God's sakes, make your mind up, Des. God forbid. Do you know how long it takes me to open a tab?
I've got Dickshark on the brain. All right, leave me alone.
Dickshark on the brain. What is it with you and sharks? You have what's bordering on a fetish sense of.
Well, I mean, I've always loved sharks. Like, to be fair, I do have an unhealthy love affair for sharks. Like, I mean, I reckon any time at school or in primary school when we got to pick what we got to do, our whatchamacallit on our what is it called? Our projects on. I did sharks. And looking at Jordan's face, I think he's just come across Dickshark picture because he's losing his mind for anybody that can't hear.
That is not a genuine movie. That is not.
I'm legit downloading it right now.
No way. This is not a This is like scraping the barrel horror category on Pornhub. This is not a genuine thing. This can't be, Des.
I'm currently downloading Dickshark. Let's have a look. I want to see some things from IMDb. So it was released in 2016. It does have 512 people have rated it, and it does have a 2.2 rating. Let's have a look what else it says because it just seems hilarious.
Hang on.
Actually, so I've just been told the money was raised for this movie via an Indiegogo fundraiser, which is like the rip-off version of Kickstarter in 2025, which helped produce Dickshark.
Oh my god! Well, you know how bad it is. It's never been rated on. It's not even rated on Rotten Tomatoes. That's what I've immediately looked up.
According to this, it says box office, and then in brackets, it's got budget estimated 6,000.
Oh my god, that is terrible. There's honest to God. Well,
I was literally just searching because there's a new Mel Gibson film that just came out. I think it's called what's it called? On the Line. Which I was actually interested to seeing. So pretty much a host talks with an unknown person that threatens to kill the showman's entire family on air to save his loved ones. The radio host will have to play several survival games, and the only way to win is to find out the identity of the criminal, which sounds cool. Unfortunately, there's that, and then next to it is Dickshark.
So let me guess which one you decided to pick.
I won't lie, I'm downloading both, but I'm a lot more interested in Dickshark. Oh, okay. So here we go. So Dickshark's Indiegogo. So it was funded on Indiegogo. The goal was $500 to make this film.
That is generous.
Yeah, and it actually reached its goal and went to 478% of its goal and raised about $2,400 American.
Wow. Okay.
And they reckon the budget is about $6,000 overall.
Oh, Lord forbid.
So all hail the Dickshark.
Oh, God forbid, Des, this is not the podcast. Well, to be fair, I'll be honest. I wanted to discuss something this week that you'll probably find the funniest thing ever. Because
as in more funny than Dickshark.
It potentially might be, because I got myself into a bit of an odd situation this week, and it is funny. But before that, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, before we get to my story,
sorry, we should probably
welcome to episode
13.
13.
My lucky number.
Yeah, lucky for some, unlucky for others. We want to say a big thank you to everyone who's been subscribing and following. If you could, make sure you like and follow us on our various socials. You can listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, and Amazon Podcasts, ladies and gentlemen. All links will be in the description of the various places you can find us. Thank you very much for joining us. Please follow us on our socials, comment us, tweet us, let us know what you think of the topic. It's always helpful. And yeah,
yes, if you like the topic of Dickshark, let me know.
If you've seen Dickshark and you can,
God,
you can tag Dez.
If you have seen Dickshark and you want to record a review, send it to me, and I will put it on either the podcast, or I will do a short where I listen to it live and react to it.
Oh God! Oh no, Dez, this is not something you want to say. Oh my God. I'm going to make a highlight of this. It's going to get released early and people are just going to start spamming you. My God.
Dickshark.
Right. Anyway, so let me get around to my fantastical story of the week. This is probably the funniest thing of the week in terms of my week. So this week I decided, because the wife had to do some training, online at home and stuff like that. And obviously she likes to have peace and quiet, and I didn't fancy sitting in my office because I didn't want to play video games or anything like that. And I thought, well, you know what I'll end up doing? You know what I want to do? I wanted to learn to play D&D because I've never played D&D.
Oh,
yeah,
sick.
I know. So you know what? And I was like, well, hang on. I know wizards do these sort of little these sort of beginner newbie sessions. I call it a newbie session. Where literally one shots. So you find a group, you go along. Nothing really matters for the session. It's their design to sort of gently ease you in. And you go to maybe 2 or 3 of them just to get your feel, get your appetite, see how you feel for the game. And you can kind of work out, I actually prefer playing a mage or a wizard sort of cast, or no, I'm actually not. I prefer barbarian, which is a bit weird because normally in role-playing games I like to be a wizard or blah blah. So you can, it allows you to.
I prefer to be playing a shapeshifter that can shape into a Dickshark and attack people from my fellow players' crutches.
Yeah. So anyway, so what I did, of course, I know my local game store doesn't run them because it's they just don't, and I was like, well, I thought, but I said, Tom, just curiously, because I know obviously. He's part of the network with all the other stores in Auckland and blah, blah, blah. I said, can you just reach out and just let me know if anyone's running one? I said, I don't care where it is. I'm happy to go. The wife wants me gone for a night. so she can do all her all her catch up work and stuff. And she's like, yep, no worries. Anyway, it got me a thing saying, oh, another store owner. None of the store owners are running them at the moment. They're planning on to, they're getting past Christmas and then they're going to start doing them. Went fine, no worries. But they said, but there is a gaming group that does them, and that's got one coming up this week, funnily enough. And I was like, oh, belter, great. I said, oh, is it in association with the store? And he went, no, it's one of the store owners has told me. I was like, okay.
Oh.
I was like, great, all right, fabulous, So it's obviously an independent group or whatever. So anyway, it gives me the Facebook details of the person who runs it, and I won't say her name, obviously for privacy reasons. But anyway, so we reached out, and she tells me all the details and blah blah blah. No problem. I said, oh, where's it at? She said, oh, it's at the Auckland Rope Dojo, and I went, all right. So I said, oh, just hold off. This is funny. Okay. So anyway, it said Auckland Rope Dojo, and here's the address, blah blah blah, sort of thing. So of course I went to Google Maps to see where it is. Type in Auckland Rope Dojo, nothing comes up. So I type in the address, and the address comes up, and I'm like, oh, great. It's obviously not listed as a business, or it might be a multi-use space or whatever. Didn't think anything of it. So anyway, get to Thursday night. I'm going Friday night. Got to Thursday night saying to Elle, Elle is happy that I'm going to go out and, be social, meet new people and all this jazz. And I said, I feel a bit nervous about it and all this jazz. And I said, I thought it was weird that it didn't pop up on Google Maps where it was. And she went, what do you mean it doesn't pop up? I went, well, I said, oh no, the address pops up, but the name of the spot doesn't pop up. And she went, what's it called? I said, it's Auckland Rope Dojo. And she tried it, and she went, oh, that's weird. And then literally, I went and got myself a drink from the kitchen. And suddenly, when you hear that laughter of, oh my God, I have found something that you're not going to enjoy.
Oh no.
And I was just like, what's up, babe? She went, oh my God, I can't believe this. And I was like, what? And she went, come here. She went, did you say the Auckland Rope Dojo? I went, yeah. I said, yeah, I figured it's like a martial arts center, or maybe it's even like that special Morningstar martial art thing, where they spin stuff. Or it's one of these circus rope things. No. No, ladies and gentlemen, it is not. It is a how do I put this in a nice term? Not that we are trying to PG-rise this thing, but basically this is a play space for people who do shibari, the well-known practice. Yes.
That's what I thought you said when you think rope. I'm like, man.
Well, when it said rope dojo, I was like, well, dojo tends to be a martial art,
How do you roll the dice though with your arms tied behind your back when you're hog tied on the table?
But of course, she shows me this. I went, no, that can't be it. And she went, well, hang on. What's the address? And I read out the address that I had, and she went, yep, same address. And I was like, oh my God. I start freaking out, and she's like, it's fine. It's as you say, it's probably a multi-use space, and maybe the gaming club hires it or whatever. And I'm like, oh, maybe you're right, And so, but anyway, she ends up poking fun at me the entire night because it's do we need a safe word? It's like, fuck you, leave me alone.
It's pineapple. It's always pineapple.
But you know what? It was just like, I kept getting that all day. And then all Friday, all I'm thinking of is, I can't go. No, I can't go. There's no way I can go. This is so weird, But,
oh, God.
And I've just thought to myself, I thought, oh my God, what am I going to do? But anyway, Ellie says, look, I'm going to get back. Just go. Worst case scenario is you come home. You walk in, you're not comfortable, walk home. Get yourself home, blah, blah, blah.
I was going to say, best thing, we could learn something new for the bedroom when Eddie's away at camp.
Well, you never know. That could have been helpful. But anyway, so by the by, so anyway, I go all the way to West Auckland. I get there, and I thought, right, okay, let's just get this over with. Right, just muster up the energy, walk in. It's a group of 10 people there, a couple of girls, girls and guys, and they're like, oh, hello, you're new. Never seen you face. I'm like, yeah, I've come to learn to play Dungeons and Dragons. And then the girl pops up and says, oh, are you Jordan? I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, I've got you. Yeah, about to say, we talked on the phone. I'm so and so.
I've got your bag of ropes here. Doof, this duffel bag just hits the ground.
And she could tell there was something off with me. And she said, what's wrong? I was like, I said, I'm a bit nervous. Obviously, I found out where we were having it. I only realised last night where I was having to come to. And she was like, oh, do you not know? Are you not? And I was like, no. And she's like, oh, okay. Are you feeling okay? And I was like, yeah. I said, well, for a start off, it's not the worst case scenario in my head. I expected to walk in and it's an actual dungeon and I'm going to get locked up, and I was just terrified. But anyway, I walk in and everyone's acting. Honestly, it was funny for a start off because her husband was one of the guys and said, "Oh, it's okay. I'm running the newbie table tonight, and we decided that we're going to run it clothed instead of nude for a change." And I was like, and the girl hit him and said, "Don't wind him up. He's just said that he's only found out like in 24 hours.
God. Leave
him alone." But anyway, it was after that. I had a weird 25 minutes because obviously the game started. I think I got there for like half. We got there at like half past, and the one shot starts at
Sorry,
7.
I heard weird 25 minutes, and I'm just
Oh yeah, no.
God,
This is the weird. This is the weird bit, Des. So for 25 minutes, all these people are into not just Shibari but lots of other things.
Oh.
And they're talking so open and freely about it. And I'm not saying I'm a prude. You know, we've all experimented with various things in the bedroom. You know, we're not. You know,
But you're noticing that you're a lot more prudish than you thought you were.
You know what you feel like there's something in my British brain clicked, and I went into British mode, and it was just like, and I just have these people talking to me very openly. Oh, they weren't talking with me or involving me in a conversation, or you know, and it was just like, this is surreal. People are openly talking about this. I am so weirded out. And I was hearing various things and terms, and someone was saying about CBT, and of course, guess what I did, Des? Just guess what I said. Guess what I said when I heard CBT.
I'm confused.
I said, "Oh, just what's CBT?" Wish
God.
I hadn't asked that question. That was an enlightening thing, and I'm not going to say it out loud, but I'm sure we can put up Editor Jordan can put up a little thing here. But yeah, that was. But then that got stuck in my brain of, oh my God.
Yes,
But then,
and I'm guessing it's not the CBT that I know from therapy and psychological treatments.
No, probably not. But yeah, so anyway, and then obviously it got to 7 o'clock. We sit down to do the one shot. There wasn't enough people to do the 2 1-shots because there was a level 3 and a level 1. So we combined.
I really want next week's episode now just to be about what Jordan learnt at D&D.
But yeah,
and he can teach us all how to hog tie people and stuff.
But yeah, and then we started off, and then we combined the game together. We did the level 3, and basically me and another guy were basically got as level 1s got handheld through to understand what to do. And it was like a normal session. It was like a normal night at any local game store I've ever been to.
As long as you didn't listen to anybody else talking.
No. It was suddenly it was 7 o'clock, bam, and suddenly we're gamers. And it was like, this is just, it was like, what? But anyway.
Oh my God.
So yeah, and then we did this one shot, and it was hilarious. And I actually had a really good time playing the one shot.
And then just before he left, he went to the bathroom, and that's where it all changed. Our sweet little innocent English Jordan has now had a taste of Kiwi life, the finer things of Kiwi life.
But yeah, the one shot was
That
great.
is fucking amazing. As soon as I heard rope, I'm like, I want him to repeat that because I'm pretty sure he said rope.
Yeah.
And if that's what I think it is, I'm like, this could be going down a great road that I'm excited for.
Yeah,
and I love, and this is the thing that I love about Jordan's wife is Ali's not somebody that's going to be like, oh, I'm trying to make him feel better. No, screw that. I'm going to make him feel as comfortable as hell, and I'm going to wind him up. And this is the reason why I love Al. Al is amazing, and it's amazing, and I would have done the same. So I'm like, yes.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you now. That's the latest I think she's ever stayed up to. When I finally got back, I think it was like 11 o'clock at night. I got home because it finished at 10 o'clock. I had to drive all the way back and blah blah blah. I walk in and she's like, oh, "Tell me all about it."
That is amazing. I won't lie. You know what I
said? I need a beer before I'm doing anything else. I said I need a beer.
I think what I love more about it too, though, is like the shop. The store manager had to be in on it. He had to be like, this is going to be fun. I'm going to wind him up.
I'll tell you what happened. What I did, because obviously I found out on the Thursday, and then I thought, oh my God, is my local game store manager playing a trick on me? You know, and is it a prank? And I messaged him, and of course it's Thursday. He's busy with modern and everything else.
Yeah.
Of course, he doesn't see it till the next morning. He went, "Excuse me, what?" And I said, "Yeah." And I sent him the Facebook page link, and he's like, "Oh my god, no!" I said, I'm not aware of that."
Oh my
And he
god.
said, "Are you okay with that?" I was like, "Well, I said, I'm assuming it's a multi-use space." He went, "I don't know." He said, "Let me reach out to my the guy who told me." And the guy who told
Oh,
me, the guy he never heard anything back from him. And he said, "Oh, you're gonna go?" And I said, "Well, I'm gonna go. Worst case scenario is I walk in, don't feel comfortable, and walk out." And he's like,
yeah.
"Okay." So, but I said, "But Tom, I had to check to make sure that you weren't pulling off the best prank I've ever thought of that you could
Oh,
do
it
to
sounds
someone."
amazing. Like it really does. Like I'm like, man, this is what dreams are made of. Like wind them up.
But yeah, but honest to God, it was surreal. As I said, once we started playing the one shot was fun, and I actually really enjoyed it. We ended up doing it was this campaign where we started off on a parapet, died, then were brought back to life by a necromancer,
As you do.
as you do, But I'm a skeleton. Okay, I was a sorcerer, but now I'm a skeleton, and I've got and I'm locked in. I'm locked in this room with
Yeah.
with one of the other characters is a skeleton, and another one is a zombie, and we're like, great, right, we've got to get out of this room. One of the other parties is a ghost. He's flying around trying to get away from people and all this jazz. And there's
That is
two,
amazing.
and there's two and the other two players are two ghasts in the far end room. But
Yeah.
so we're like, right, we've got to get out this door. What kind of door? It's a wooden door. It's jammed shut. And it's like, great, right. So we all took turns swinging at this door. Now, I'm not going to say that this door was magical, resistant, or anything like that. But for the love of us, all three of us could not hit this door.
Oh, are you serious?
A
I love when that
stationary
happens.
object could not hit this door. For love of the DM felt so bad. They said, "Let's just pretend that first round didn't happen. Would you like another swing?" We all went yes. We all then hit it, which was great, but then proceeded to do no damage to this door. And we're like, is this our BBEG? Is this the big bad evil guy of this campaign? The
I was
door?
gonna say, Jesus Christ.
But eventually we end up getting out of this door. Eventually we finally did enough damage and got out this door, which was the funny thing. And then of course
I'm just feeling like this is like, okay, so this is gonna take about an hour and a half. And it's taken you 45 minutes to get through the bloody door.
it was the funniest thing because it wasn't like, oh, it's one bad roll. No, consistent bad rolls from 3 sets of dice. The dice gods were like, no, you're staying in this room. but then so of course we then get out and then we see our other party members who have become ghasts are locked in this one, but they've got like a prison jail cell bar thing. And I said, well,
Yeah.
hang on. My character used to be criminal and he used to have thieves' tools. And the DM went, yes. I went, so theoretically, I know how to lockpick because I've still got all my memories. And they went, yes. I said, right. Could I use my skeleton finger to try and
As a
lockpick
skeleton
the
finger.
door? And she went, yeah, sure, I'll entertain the idea. And I went, all right. Critical success. Unlock
good.
the door. And I was like, yeah, I felt so good.
My skeleton key of power.
The skeleton finger of power was able to open the door. And then we end up going through. And then we get to this point of where a mummy's coming up off a table. And I'm the closest character, because I was the first one through the door, of course.
Never be the first person through
I
the
know.
door.
That was a lesson
barbarian.
learned. But of course, it's getting up off the table. It's rising up off the table. So I went, right, I go to attack it in the face to smash its head in with my, I club my bony face to smash it.
God.
I get it. Full hit, full damage, and then the next turn it was like I was the only one able to hit it,
Oh God.
and then I was like, second turn, it's now off the table, man. Oh crud! Initiative failed. I came number 1. I am the closest thing to this thing, and I'm like, oh. I was like, this is gonna hit hard, isn't it? And one of the other players who's played against mummies before went, yeah, this isn't going to be fun for you, I'm afraid. But luckily, another guy in player order had a torch and burnt and killed it with fire damage. But God forbid it was like on edge for a minute.
Oh man, there's nothing worse than when something like that happens, and that's one thing that I love about D&D is, like, I normally play an archer, normally a ranger, and it's always good, always at distance. But it's always funny when all of a sudden a door opens or you're the first one in and you're like, I know I've got a bow. I know my bow normally does between D4, D6, and at the very high end, like a D10 damage. And I'm like, this is not going to end well. And all of a sudden, when you're the only person that hits this monster, you're like, ping, and you're like hitting it like with a bloody, like a tennis ball. Like you may as well throw a tennis ball at this thing. It's that injured. And then it just destroys the entire party. Like we had one where this bugbear, there were two bads, and because it was so close, it was able to cleave through all of them and kill them all in one shot. And then here I am, I've hit it with 6 arrows and did nothing. And then by like, I think it was like the fifth or sixth turn, the bugbear actually got his thing off and then just destroyed it. And you're like, man, I'm so bad at it. But it is funny, and that's the beautiful thing about D&D is anything can happen. Like, and as you said, the idea of having a friggin', the idea of having a door being your big bad or the one that you can't defeat is just amazing.
It was the funniest thing because like we threw, I think I was the third one to attack the door. The other two had done a little bit of damage, and then I was like, well, they're falling backwards. The DM describes, oh no, you fall back and you're bashing into each other and you fall. And I was like, right, I charge in to use momentum to use as a battering ram, thinking, oh, that'll be the smartest way to get out.
You're a skeleton, bro.
Yeah, I know, but you know, I forgot at that moment that I made it, and then it failed to do anything, and I'm like, oh Christ.
Oh God.
It was. I have to say that was entertaining. But yeah, it was so funny. It was just we were just making jokes that this is the big bad of this entire thing is getting out of this room.
Oh my God. It's so amazing though. Like, and that's the thing that just makes me laugh. And it's weird though. Like you can destroy a dragon, you can do all these things, but it's little things like this that you remember that like you guys will be playing like in a little while, say for example in a week or in a couple of weeks, and all of a sudden they go, oh, you're in a room with a door, and all of you will just start laughing and remember that time. And it's those beautiful little things that just make you sort of smile and make you happy and make you realize that that there's that the nuances of this game. And I think that's the beautiful thing about D&D is it just opens you up to all this. But I can't believe it's a door, man.
Well, funnily enough, I watched it must be a couple of months back now, because I've entertained I've watched Critical Role on and off like randomly, but I found obviously through through I think it was HD Today or whichever site I used, I was watching The Legend of Vox Machina because they did an indie, I think it was an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter or whatever, to raise money to do an anime series, like season 1 anime series of the beginnings of their adventure. And because I only dipped in and out, but suddenly it's like you watch this like entire series animation and it's like, oh my God, this is amazing. and basically the entire storyline is just them and what happened in their campaign. And it's just like one of my favorite ones is one of my favorite little bits is where I forget the cleric's name now, where she's suddenly an astral form, and it's like, well, why is she like that? Clerics can't do that normally. Like you know, it's a bit of a weird ability. But you find out like when you watch the actual episodes, she was working. I think she was working in Britain at the time, or she was working in. You know, she was not able to join because she was at work. So she zoomed in and was playing via Zoom, and it's a way for her to join in. And it was cool. A good way to have her in the episode. but yeah. You know, and it was just like, that was quite clever, actually. Yeah, it was just fascinating to watch. Apparently, they're going to do season 2 because Amazon did so well on Amazon TV that they've booked season 2 now for it.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, because that's one thing. Because there were several ones. So there's the Incorrigible Party. Who, massive shout out to those guys. I love those guys. And Monster Dice, that they do real play podcasts. So what they actually do is they actually take you through a D&D, their D&D session, and every time they just kind of record it. And I'm guessing they record probably like a 4-hour thing, and then they cut it down into hours. And different things. And I must say, if you're ever missing D&D, or if you ever miss playing D&D, it's a great way to do it, is listening to these live play podcasts. And every part of me wished that if I could find a group that could actually do it, it'd be amazing fun to do, like just to play this.
As long as you're willing to handhold me a little bit, I'll do it. I actually had a blast, and then I was going because I have the player's handbook already, and I have a stack with the Monster Manual, Tasha's Cauldron, and another one. Volvo's
Oh,
Guide
that's
to
cool.
Monsters. Yeah, it was like a new stack that came out, and it
Yeah,
came
yeah,
with all
yeah.
three books. It was cheaper than buying them individually. That's the reason why I bought it.
Yeah, no, those ones are actually amazing.
Yeah.
I really do rate those because it's the best way of getting started in
Yeah.
a really small thing. So it's good.
So yeah, so I started looking through that when like the other day, and I was like, and I was looking, I was looking through, it, and I was like, ooh, a sorcerer. Quite like thought, so, and then I was like, well, hang on, what's the difference between a sorcerer and a wizard? Isn't it the same goddamn thing? But apparently there isn't, and I'm sure the D&D nerds will come after me for that. But anyway, I don't know. But yeah,
What makes it even funnier in most D&D games, you have a bag with like some general items in it, including 50 feet of rope. Just saying.
oh, thanks, Des. But yeah. So anyway, about to say, so as I said, that's my weird story of the week.
Oh, is that it? Is that all it is?
Yeah, so basically, I ended up playing D&D at a naughty club without realizing
hello.
it was until literally last minute. But anyway, these things,
Oh,
it's
big boy, I love the way your rope burns.
oh my god! As I said, it was surreal. Just while I was there, and I'm like, okay, yeah,
Mate, it's the kind of thing though that you don't want your game to run a little bit late and cross over with what's in the hall the default after 10. You're like,
No,
hello.
there wasn't anything in the hall after 10. Apparently, it's like booked for single usage, and I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. But yeah, it was, as I said, it was a bit of a surreal experience. But then we did the game and finished up, and then came home, and then debriefed the wife because the wife was like, "Tell me all about it."
That is amazing. That is amazing.
Oh man, as I said, it was a surreal Friday. That's probably one of the weirder Fridays I've ever had. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
And I've been from, and I come from the north of England, and I've had some weird Fridays, man. God.
Just went for a run and just found a car dogging. You're like, oh, that's a normal Saturday night in the north. But like,
You're not wrong. You're not.
I know.
But yeah.
I won't lie. The further up north I went in the UK, the more I noticed there were cars parked with certain things happening
You
and
mean
people
steamy
watching.
windows? Yeah.
Yeah, and I was like, hello.
Oh my god! Thinking about films, there was I remember when I was at university. It was in my final year, and I was when me and Ellie were dating, and I was walking through because I worked in the shopping centre.
Yeah.
And I was walking through, and a girl and some people are giving out stuff and bits and bobs, and I'm just walking past. She said, "Oh, do you want to go see a free film?" And I was like, heard the word "free," and then obviously film. So and me being a northerner
I'm a northerner.
and an ingrained cheapskate, I was like, "Yeah, sure." I said, "What's the movie about?" I said, "Oh, well, it's like a premiere release, but they want to see audience. It's like when they want to find out audience reactions."
Yeah.
So I was like, "Oh, great, yeah, no worries, yeah, sounds great to me, yeah, no, about it." And I said, "Oh, how many tickets do I get?" And they said, "Oh, you only get 2." I was like, "Oh, okay, that's fine, yep, sure." They thought great. Told Elle, I said, "Oh hell, we get to go to the movies tonight to watch a movie." Okay, and then but I found out when the girl told me, I said, "Oh, what's the movie name? What's it called?" And she went, "It's called Dogging: A True Love Story."
Oh, I haven't seen that, but I've seen the ad. Yeah, because you know how sometimes when you go through because obviously there's a few sites out there where you can read about movies and you can't download them illegally because that would be horribly, horribly wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was scrolling through and I was looking for a movie and it came up and I'm like, the hell?
Now,
Sorry, I just found the best thing ever. I'm sorry.
Right.
Speaking of Dickshark.
we weren't before.
Wait. We tried to go past that. We've come back.
Oh.
It is currently on Kickstarter. It's called Dickshark: The Long and Short Re-edit. Yes, this is not porn, and they're going for 3,900 Australian dollars, and they've raised a little bit over 3,000. So it says. So this is. I love this. So it says Kickstarter helped the original cut of Dickshark. The original cut of Dickshark. Hello. And it says in 2016, I developed an idea for this absurd movie, but the costs and props exceeded the $4,000 budget. I decided not to make the movie unless I can raise at least that much money for the props, said the actress Erin Brown. and would be paid out of pocket by me, and I would self-fund all the other costs. The Kickstarter was a success. All money that was raised went towards the production of the movie. The DVD was widely distributed. Even the big chains like Best Buy and Walmart. I wasn't surprised about the story carrying a movie with a seemingly vulgar title, because Ant Farm Dick Hole was also widely distributed. I'm like, oh my god, we can get it. I can get an autographed Blu-ray for $20 American, shipped anywhere in the, and it's coming out in March according to this 2023. Do I back it?
No, dear Lord. Well, actually, no. Screw it. Do it. Go on, Des. Go on.
If I get 5 comments that tag or that put the hashtag that tag me or tag Dorks Down Under with the hashtag Dickshark, I will back this and I will get a signed Blu-ray. That's my deal to our listeners. You can put that in the thing.
Oh my god.
And then we can have a signed Dickshark here on the set.
You can go on that bare ass wall of yours.
You can, yes. So
Maybe the movie
that means,
poster needs to go there.
oh, can you get a movie poster? Hang on. Let me have a look. That'd be sick.
Oh my god.
Streaming video.
Oh man.
What's this? Oh no, that's both of them together. Oh, book of at least 400 big photos.
Oh my god.
Hello.
But yeah, anyway. So yeah, coming back
I
around.
can't believe it's back on Kickstarter after like 6 years. That just makes me happy.
I'm going to drag us away from the filth and put us back on Dogging a True Love Story. Now, I'll tell you what. This was actually a theatrically released movie for number one.
What was this? You could buy this at Walmart.
Yeah, mine was actually at the cinema.
Okay, fucking hell.
But so basically, it is actually about dogging. Now, the only problem I have with this movie is that it basically the climax. That's the worst.
Climax of the dogging movie.
The climax of the dogging movie.
Thank you for pulling it out of Dickshark for this.
the I can't even think of another word now. My brain's got the mush. But basically, how the hype moment of the movie is the big annual party that happens in England.
It's a dogging party?
Oh yeah, for the movie. Now, and guess where? You can take a guess at which county they decided that would host it.
It's got to be Cumbria.
Yes.
Cumbria?
How dare they? It is the most ridiculous thing.
Dorks Down Under with Dez and Jordan.
The biggest
Like,
pervert, who comes with the biggest
hails from
pervert.
the home of the dogging capital of the world.
It was ridiculous. Literally, I remember we were sat there watching it, and obviously I told Ellie with the movie we were going to. She's like, really? And I went, listen, it's a free ticket. All they want to do is audience participate to see what the audience reaction
Audience
is.
participation, hello.
Oh, sorry, you know what I mean. But
Bow,
and
chicka,
she-
bow, bow.
And so we went along, and we're watching it, and it's got some funny elements in there. And we're having a good, it's a good.
Oh my god! You know what would have been the best marketing for that film?
What?
Have it at the drive-ins. Oh my god!
There
So
are
I'm
no
really
drive-ins.
hoping-
There are no drive-ins in England.
There's literally one in Coburg, like that's probably about a 10-minute drive from my house. That's it. Okay, so Village Cinemas, if you're listening and you watch this podcast and you are looking for a film for some fun, summer family fun, Dogging the True Love Story at the drive-ins.
I don't know if it's summer family fun.
Oh, come on.
But yeah, so anyway, but when it got to that bit, Ellie started giggling. She was just like, and I was like, no, that's not right. That's not on. But anyway, but that was an entertaining movie sort of thing to bring it back around. But yeah.
Oh my god.
Full. This is like the X-rated episode.
It didn't mean to be, but yeah, it's kind of become that.
I mean, I wanted to tell the story of my weird Friday because I had to, because I literally, I was like, when it happened, I was like, I've got to tell Des this. He will. I'm not going to tell you in advance because you will die with laughter.
No, it's fucking amazing. Every part of me wanted you to just be like, "Can somebody untie my arm? I need to roll my dice." Like, oh my god.
Oh, it was funny because
On the plus side, if we ever get mugged and we're able to stop the guy, Jordan can now tie him up 6 ways of Sunday and just be like, "Da-da! Hey Derek, watch this," and then he unties him and reties him into a new angle. I'm like, damn, man, Jordan, rope specialist, home, hailing from the home of the dogging capital of the world,
Oh.
Jordan.
Thanks for making me sound like an absolute pervert.
Yeah.
Thanks for that, Des.
Yeah, I know. Coming in 2024, Rope Man, hailing from Cumbria. The weekend is the World Dogging Championships. Rope Man is the only person that can help catch.
Oh,
I don't know.
You say the problem is, Des, you can't say World Dogging Championships because World Dogging Championships is actually a thing, but it's not a dog. It's not.
Wait, what?
No, it's the acronym for sheepdog trials.
Oh, is that what they call it now?
Yes, well, no, it's generally it's the term that's used for gun dogs who flush out things, as well as sheepdog trials, and it's a general collective word that encompasses all these sports.
Okay.
But of course, because I used to have there was a guy who I remember
You used to have a guy that used to go dogging with? What?
Oh, no. There was a guy at my work who used at my old work, back in England, and he used to work in the dispatch in deliveries.
Okay.
And I'm on my first week, and I think it was my third or fourth week there, and I walk in, and I'm talking to Sue, who's the manager, and blah blah blah. But then I ended up coming in later on, and she's in stitches, full on. Oh my god, crying stitches, and I'm like, okay, what have I missed? And she went, ask Simon what he did last night. And I'm like,
oh no.
Why? She went, just do it. It is the funniest thing. And of course, I walked out the office. I'm like, Simon, what'd you get up to last night? So, I was just dogging last night. I was like, excuse me, what?
No.
Because of course, Sue and me are very like-minded, and immediately was like, excuse me, what now?
By like-minded, they mean dirty-minded.
Yeah, pretty much. But it was, it was one of those things, and then suddenly it's like, oh, is she giggling still? I went, yeah. So he's like, I take my gun dog out, and we've been training him, so it's called dog. And that's where I got the explanation, and I was like, right. I said, are you aware of the other context? When I am now. I said, after she stopped laughing for 10 solid minutes, yes, I am now. I was like,
oh, that's amazing. That's what you want, mate.
Mm.
Because say gun dog, I was like, come on, man. Don't call your wife that. That's rude.
Oh, but yeah. But yeah, anyway, so that's a weird week. Weird week with Jordan.
Weird week, yeah.
Weird week
and then luckily we were able to tie in some things there.
Tying some very yeah. Well, the second you started talking about that, I was like, can you get out of my brain for 2 minutes before discussing?
Well, you know what the funny thing is obviously Dickshark. I literally saw as I opened Discord, because we obviously record this on Discord. But yeah, like I was just searching for that one Mel Gibson film that I wanted to watch, and it came up and it made me chuckle. And then obviously the video kicked up for Discord because Jordan called us, and then I'm just like, I'm gonna bring this up. It's too funny not to.
I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, God.
But yes, I'm saying five tag either hashtags of Dickshark or just +1 Dickshark in the comments in YouTube, just so we can and I will literally back this, and then when I get the DVD, I will show it on the podcast.
No, you won't.
How much is a Blu-ray? It's only $31 Australian for a Dickshark. Oh shit, that's brutal. So it's $20 US for the Blu-ray, but then it's $15 shipping. I was like, it's almost the same price. Ah, damn it. That's all right. If we can get 5 comments in YouTube and a couple of posts in Twitter, I will back the Blu-ray of Dickshark. I just wish it was a normal DVD though, because I want a normal DVD. I don't have a Dickshark. I don't have a Blu-ray player.
Do you know? Oh right. Oh, is it only in Blu? I was about to say. Do you know? I thought you were about to say you don't have the
I can get a Dickshark hoodie. No. It literally says, it says some extra add-ons, an extra behind the scenes, a picture book, posters. You get 30 posters, which will be shipped directly from the printer packaging flat, so that there's no creases or fold lines. Dickshark shirt or hoodie.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is amazing. Dickshark shirt or hoodie, sizes from small to 5XL. Also available as a baby tee.
Who is putting their child in that? No, that you are making that up now.
Swear on my life.
You are
Here
right.
is
Right, link that to me on Facebook. I don't believe that as a word.
1,000%. You can get a Dickshark hoodie for your baby.
Not an absolute chance. That is no way.
I am going to send a screenshot as we speak to Jordan, so he can have his reaction, and then I will also get the the Dickshark Kickstarter campaign. So if he wants to check it out, because he doesn't believe me.
I don't want to check it out.
Look at the bottom, the last one.
Size from small to 5. No.
Click on the link. The link's there, bro.
No, I'm not clicking on the link.
The link. Click on the Dickshark. Touch my Dickshark. Touch it. Touch the Dickshark.
This is gonna send out so many weird things on my bloody. It's gonna start popping up on bloody thing, isn't it?
I can't wait. I can't wait till you edit this podcast, and then you've got to put the picture of Dickshark in.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put a little counter up at the top corner. That's gonna show how many times you've said the word.
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
Such a fun word to say. Say it. I still find the funniest thing though is it says the long and short re-edits, and then underneath their tagline is that this is not in capital letters porn.
Oh my god! I'm just looking down the pledge list. So if you pledge $240, you get 30 signed movies. Who wants 30 signed movies? That is the worst Christmas present you can give.
Is there a way of getting multiple? Oh, here 10 signed movies. A box of 10 randomly chosen titles containing Blu-rays as well as DVDs. You'll also get a signed Dickshark for a total of 11 movies. You'll also include streaming download versions. The box of 10 will be shipped in January. They've done 10 movies? Please tell me there's 10 Dicksharks.
No, I believe it's 10 of the same movie, so you can hand it out to your friends.
No, it isn't. It can't be. It says 10 randomly chosen titles.
Well, I'm assuming... Well, he must... hang on. He's created... Oh, my God. What am I doing now?
Yes. We're going down the Dickshark rabbit hole, people.
He's created 11 projects. Has he done 11 films? I bet he has, hasn't he?
Come on, Dickshark.
Oh, my God. Yeah. Wow. Okay. Okay. Wow. I mean...
Why can't I find it yet? No.
Oh, yeah. I found him.
Oh, there they are. Oh, sorry, I pressed on the wrong button. But you know what I love, though? His blurb is, I don't stick to any genre, but I am primarily known for making B-rated comedies, horror movies, and music documentaries, unlike some other peers. I'm not ashamed of indie films. Rather, I explore the freedoms that independent cinema gives me. I cannot provide the beauty of a Hollywood movie, but I can provide content that mainstream movie makers cannot. And I won't lie, looking at this movie, it is 10 shades of horrible. Like, this looks like Jordan and I went out on the weekend and just filmed it.
I mean, I'm just looking at some of his other titles. Texas Chainsaw Mascara.
Oh, well, okay.
Vixen of Virtue.
Mm.
Zombie is Dumb and Dammer.
Okay.
B-Movie Champion. Sleaze or Art, a documentary.
What about Boogers of the Antichrist?
Oh my god, just got to that one.
Boogers of the Antichrist. This is amazing. So please, people, we only need to raise an extra 800 Australian dollars.
No, we do not.
Dickshark.
We are not promoting this crap text. I'm not putting this in any form or shape. I'm not linking it or anything.
How much is it for 10 of his random... Only $99 for 10 of his random movies. And you also get a signed Dickshark. So for 223 Australian dollars, I can get 10 of his movies and also Dickshark signed.
Oh my god, Des.
This is the best thing I've ever found. With 8
this is
seconds
not-
before the podcast went live.
This, oh my god, Des. I mean, like, seriously, there is like a level of
There's a level of Dick Sharkiness that we cannot.
there's a level of wrong, Des. There's a level of wrong. And I thought I was gonna have the weirdest thing this week. I really did. I thought there's no way. I was actually gonna make a comment before you mentioned this, before this rattled out of your mouth. I was like, I am gonna make you. This is the weirdest thing that's ever happened. You cannot top this, and you've topped this. You have, and I'm quite annoyed by the fact that you've topped this.
Dick Shark.
Oh my god! I want you to write a Dickshark theme. You have to write a Dickshark theme too now. I want it ready for next episode.
I just love. I'm also curious. I want to watch this for 2 reasons. A, because like I'm currently downloading the other one from 2016, and I really want to see the new one. But I'm also excited to see is what the hell do they put in this cream to make your penis turn into a shark? And when Jordan posts the photos, it literally just looks like.
I don't know if I want to post the photos.
I must say, I'm hands up to the girl that has her mouth open, looking like she's going to lovingly kiss this shark, and seems to not be worried or stressed in any way, shape, or form. And I have no idea how she is doing that. Oh, another movie that also came out is Velocipastor, which is he's a pastor or a priest that turns into a velociraptor.
Yeah, hang on. Wasn't there there was a big TikTok thing behind that? I remember.
Oh, was there? I'm not on TikTok.
I'm sure I remember it. Oh, it was a big trend on TikTok.
But for all those people that like that kind of movie, number 2 only has 6 days left. So by the time this podcast come out, it may actually be on its last day. It's raised 130,000 Australian dollars.
Yeah, it was because it became it was like TikTok viral at one point. I remember that because I remember it popping up, and I was like, "What the hell is this shit?" And
yeah, I watched it. It's great.
And then I was like, "Oh my god!"
It's everything you want it to be. It's literally a priest that turns into a velociraptor, and it's amazing. The only problem is they're after about 400K from memory, and so they need to get 250,000 American dollars, and they've only raised 85 so far, and they've got 6 days left. So come on, guys. We need the long and short edit of Dickshark, and we need Velocipastor too.
I don't think we do. I really don't.
I love this. This is one thing like Kickstarter. So I spent a lot of time on Kickstarter.
Oh yeah, no, I do as well. But I'm mainly looking at board games and video games.
I won't lie. I've been lucky enough to probably appear on close to about 250 Kickstarters. So I love Kickstarter, and Kickstarter's amazing. But yeah, sometimes there's some amazing things. Some of the board games are like next level. Some of the video games are next level. But yeah, this today has given me Dickshark, and then also decided that I've just randomly clicked on another link that sent me to the Kickstarter of it because it's currently live. So we're actually being topical for once on a 2016 film. I know.
I kind of feel like we need to bring this round to remind people that the D&D movie's coming out soon, just to try and bring a bit of normality back to this episode. We've gone off the rails there so far; it's ridiculous.
We did have a plan.
We didn't have a plan for this episode. I thought I figured this episode would just be me giving my weird story and you reacting, and then maybe discussing some D&D shit.
Nope, we're going with Dickshark. No, but I must say though that D&D film looks amazing. Another film that actually came out, I think it came out today. That I'm genuinely excited for, and it's not Dickshark. Is the Weird Al Yankovic one?
Oh yeah. Now, hang on. I need to say one thing, right? Okay, no, right. Do you find that this new genre of would you even class it as musical biographies? It's
okay. It would be a biography, I'm guessing.
Because, like, right, the Bohemian Rhapsody one, about Queen. It was okay. It wasn't, it was a good watch. It was a good
Yes.
watch, But was I was like, was I like super pumped to maybe watch it again? No, but it was an all right watch. Same thing with the Elton John one,
Rocket Man?
Rocket Man. I mean, me and Elle were watching that, and then the one scene that does started occurring, which I'm pretty sure we all know. Yeah, when that happens, it was like, wow, okay, it was a bit full on. But to be fair, I mean, is it Tarragon? I forget his name.
Yeah, I
The
can't
guy,
pronounce it either.
yeah, he was fantastic. I liked it. I liked that.
Yeah.
But was it another movie that I was like, don't want to watch it again? No. And then
Yeah.
obviously they announced, they're doing Weird Al Yankovic. I'm like, why? It's like, why is this now a thing? Are we going to get a Beyonce one turn up at any point? Or
Yeah, well, I think they've done so well. And I think the difference between, I feel like, this one versus some of those other ones, or some of those other ones were somewhat true biographies. Like the first one that I remember of that kind of biography, kind of stylized biography that I remember was Val Kilmer in The Doors. Did you ever see that?
He was in The Doors?
Yeah, Val Kilmer, I'm pretty sure, was the lead in the Doors movie that they did probably back in early to late 90s, maybe even early 2000. And it was a great film. And I think what's happened is some of those films are really capturing it. I think after Queen and after how that obviously won an Academy Award, people are like, wow, some of these stories are very fascinating, very interesting. But like when you buy like an autobiography of, say, for example, your favorite wrestler, your favorite sports star, your favorite Magic player, whoever it is. I don't know if there's a biography on their favorite Magic player, but it would be funny.
There probably is.
Yeah.
One of them's probably cashed in.
But quite often you read that, and once you know the story, you're like, and it doesn't really have any more rewatchability factor. Where the thing that I think they're doing with this is, I think Weird Al Yankovic, because as they said, as the director said, and as whatchamacallit, Harry Potter has come out and said, I can never remember his name, Daniel Radcliffe has come out and said, this film has been made with very little to no knowledge of Weird Al Yankovic's actual life. And that was the thing that they're funny. And I feel like what they're doing is, though it's kind of loosely telling the story of Weird Al Yankovic, part of me also thinks it's a parody of those style of movies. Because supposedly some of the things is weird. Like if you have a look in it, Weird Al Yankovic is obviously this gawky, nerdy guy. Daniel Radcliffe in it has like a six-pack and pecs and abs, and he looks ripped as shit. And I'm like, I have a feeling that they're actually trying to almost parody the genre a little bit, with also adding in like obviously some truths and some understanding of it. But I don't know, like I feel like this one's going to be a lot more fun than...
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong, I want to go watch it. Because I like Weird Al. I mean, has he ruined several major songs and now I can only sing his version?
Yes.
Like for example, Beat It by Michael Jackson. No,
that's such a great one.
It is Eat It. Or I'm Fat. I can't help it. Because I'm fat. I can't help it.
Oh, right? It's amazing. It really is amazing.
It's American Pie is is now Star Wars associated. I can't get past that. Because
you know what's
good.
weird
he's
about
a
it?
Genius.
Yeah, like he's super clever. And you know what's even weirder about it? And I heard this in an interview with, I think Daniel Radcliffe was saying it at the time. But what's really weird is that he's actually approached people to record their songs. Like when he did Like a Surgeon with Madonna, he was actually dating Madonna at the time.
Was he?
So him and Madonna had a little bit of a thing. So the Material Girl had a thing for some weird Afro dude, and it was kind of cute. But she actually asked him, "Can you parody one of my songs?" And he did it. But for example, like Prince, he used to contact Prince every couple of years to ask if he could parody one of his songs, and they said no. And then, like for example, who was it? I think it was Beck. What is that? What's their famous song? The first one they sing. I'm gonna know it as soon as I remember. They were big in the 90s, but they Loser. You know that song? I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you? So he actually approached Beck, and he ended up recording it and actually doing the song. And then what happened was they decided, and then the record label decided not to. And also Beck also agreed with the record company because he was afraid that if he's a one-hit wonder, he doesn't want to be known for his song based on this. And he still says to this day it's one of the things he regrets most is not letting Weird Al Yankovic do his song.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, it's kind of good because the fact that people actually ask him, they actually obviously get sign up and different things um, to actually do these songs. And I remember as a kid, these songs used to be funny as hell.
Oh yeah, they were. I mean, we used to watch them. At university, we used to watch them and have them play at parties. White and Nerdy. White and Nerdy is one of my favorite.
That was such a good one.
Because it's Ride and Dirty is a great song, and the fact that I can listen to both and it doesn't overlap at all because it's very different context. But
there was one club that I worked at that they were having a 90s party, and still to this day it makes me chuckle. And he actually mixed the two songs together.
Mm.
So he actually did Riding Dirty and also that, and actually mixed them all together. And I'm like, that is amazing.
Mm. I mean, to be fair, his original song, because he did the Transformers song, didn't he?
Oh, okay.
Oh, what was it called? Hang on. Dare to Be Stupid. That's it.
Yeah.
Just found it on the list. But yeah, Dare to Be Stupid, I like that because that ties in beautifully with... Because obviously I knew that song off by heart before I even found out when I started listening to music properly. Yeah. I love the Transformers movie. And then suddenly you listen to that and then suddenly it links you to like eBay.
Oh, yeah.
I bought on eBay. But
my God.
Thinking about these weird music genre movies, the only one, I tell you what, which I have watched more than once, is Straight Outta Compton. That's
the NWA one.
Brilliant. I love that movie. Out of this music genre sort of style movie, that's the one I really like. Even though I know because it's come out with interviews with Dre and Ice Cube have said that this isn't, some things in this movie weren't exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Whereas some things were,
Yeah.
But they didn't specify which ones. Like, obviously, there's things like Ice Cube having to tell his son about, when they're having all the hookup in the hotel with all the different girls walking around and all that jazz. And it's just like, and they're just talking about, and his son's like feeling a bit weirded out, and he's like, "Did this really happen?" He's like, "Just get in there." And he's like,
no, it didn't.
Yeah, but the fact is, suddenly they pull out AK-47s and it's like, and I think his son was like, "Oh my God, was Dad really like this back in the day?"
Unfortunately, yes.
And probably was, but yeah, but it's like things like where like Dre wasn't. I know that it got reported that Dre obviously didn't turn up at the hospital to try and see thing, but that was in the movie, and it was kind of obviously is an emotional tie-in thing and blah blah blah. But even then, I've still watched it over and over again. I quite like that one. It's one of the ones I do like. Plus, the soundtrack is immense.
Yeah, for sure. I won't lie. The soundtrack of that movie is like next level.
Mm. But yeah,
that is.
Anyway, we're gonna end it there before we start off on a tirade and a rant, or delve back down into more Kickstarter weirdness. But anyway, so we want to say a big thank you to all our listeners. Obviously, Dez has set his challenge. I'll get a highlight video up and we'll get that released immediately so we can try and get that sorted.
Get the Dickshark sorted.
Oh, man. But yeah, we want to say a big thank you to everyone who has been listening and downloading. And if we are entertaining you, thank you very much.
Yeah. I mean, Dickshark is entertaining as hell.
Yeah. But anyway, we're enjoying the podcast immensely. We are cracking on. We're also looking at God knows what we're going to talk about next week.
Oh God, yeah, Derek's.
Next week, I've got a magic event happening, and Des has probably got 5 billion products reviewed, so we could probably discuss something appropriate for a change. Episode 4. This is where we find episode 13 went off the rails.
Didn't go off the rails. What are you talking about? That's exactly what we were meant to talk about. I'm sure of it.
Oh man, but yeah, it was. It's been a good fun episode, and thank you very much to my co-host Des for obviously
just hijacking the entire bloody thing,
hijacking the episode, and making my story feel quite tame in comparison.
I liked your story. I liked the fact that you were going to get hogtied while playing a mage.
Sorcerer. I played a sorcerer, but it was a half elf dragon ascendancy sorcerer. It was interesting. Bit of a weird.
I like it.
Yeah, it was interesting. But anyway, we're gonna end it there. Wrap it up. Nice and early for a change. Nice and early. We're not doing it anymore.
Yay.
That's it. But
We do apologize, but yes, if you do want to back Dickshark, it's almost time. He's like, no.
Well, thank you very much, guys, for joining us on this podcast. Stay tuned for obviously episode 14, where hopefully we're back on the rails and we'll go from there. But thank you very much.
We won't be.
Much love and peace out. Catch you guys later.
Layers.